Welcome back. In this part of the video, we now have a look how to apply for a UK driving license. So in order to do that one, we need to go back to this web address. So you can click on our last video descriptions, which will take you to this page, or you can type in Google what I showed you on the last video. We have looked at that form before into a bit more details, a bit more extra stuff. So now the next thing what we need to do is click on Start Now button to continue with these applications. So let's start. As you move on the next stage, it says, before you start, we will now ask you a few questions about your eligibility for first provisional driving license and then confirm your identity. So if you have a driver and vehicle account, you need to provide the email address and password, and that will log in and will get all the information what you have in your profile. You also need to provide your identity from the following documents, which is your UK passport, non-UK passport, a biometric resident permit, a biometric resident card, and the national ID card. Now, these last three options, I'm not really sure when I'm making this video how valuable that would be, because a biometric resident permit and biometric resident card are the new versions of your national identity card in the UK. Because it says 12 months expiring for your passport, so they might use it, might not. As you can see, if they use, great, we can continue in that options. If not, we have to do that via online, which is a UK VI, and that's very, very straightforward and easy, long as you have the right details. Okay, so moving on. Your national insurance number, if you know it. So if you do have your national insurance number, it's an optional options for you to put it on. And I would suggest if you do have it, please do put it on. And if you're not, you can leave it in blank. You may also have to provide an address where you live for the last 3 years, which is what we have talked about before, because if you're not lived in the UK for the last 3 years, how are you going to provide a UK address? So we're going to come and look at the options as well, what we have. And you also need to provide a valid photo and a signature for a provisional license. You might be able to use your passport photo signature. So if you do have your UK passport, you can use your passport photo and the signature from that one, but if you only have your UK passport. So when they have designed this government website or this system, they kept their prime customers as like teenagers in the UK, and that just like straightforward for them. However, they did not forget about the other countries, other people who are foreigners coming to this country as well. And I'm just taking some extra time for the other people who come to the UK. First, they need to get used to the system. And the second is they just don't know where to apply for what. And that's the videos we're trying to helping them out. Okay. So next we click continue. Okay. Now what we can see is, have you been issued with a Great Britain GB provisional license before? In these two options, if you do click yes, they will just says no, there's no more options for you. Just let's do it and see. There you go. You cannot apply for a Great Britain provisional license because you just said in a second you already have one. It's either your license is lost, stolen, or damaged. And if that's what happened, you need to apply for your replacement driving license, and that's another options for you, and it's going to come through back again. But this time is a replace a driving license. So you can see from the URL, it's a replace a driving license. Looks the same. So this is why whenever we go through any of these applications, please look at the link what you're placing on. It talks itself. Okay, so you just need to pay attention to it, watch link you end up and have a look at it, because it just talk itself. So going back where we are, there you go. So now we're going to continue. Have you been issued with a Great Britain UK provisional license before? Which is no, and then we continue. Okay, where is your current address? So where are you living? It's any one of them or below. So we said England, and then we continue. Next options will give you will need to provide a valid photo and a signature for your professional license, which is a professional driving license. If you're using a desktop or laptop, you might need to transfer your photo to this device to complete this service. Some users find it this easier on a mobile device with a camera, and I do agree with them as well. And then we continue on this device. Do you intend to live in the UK for more than 185 years in the calendar year? Which is yes. Otherwise, again, there's no options for you. Are you currently disqualified from the driving in the UK, including Northern Ireland, Jersey, and other countries who've been listed in here? If you say yes, no options for you. It has to be no, and then continue. can you meet the legal eyesight standard for the driving? So this is what we were talking about before when we was looking at the eyesight. You see, that's this new number plate systems where you have this number plate in a certain size of the letter, certain color of the background, and certain color of the letters. And then the distance is 20 meters. Can you read from that? Another options you do have, you go to your opticians, and then they have even better solutions for to find out. Like they will ask you to read letters and numbers, and then they will tell you, okay, yeah, fine, you can't drive without it, or you need the glasses, whatever they recommend. Okay, and if you think yes, you can do it, you can click on yes. And if they says no, you need to have a wearing glasses. That's our second options in here. It says yes, with the glasses or the correct lens. So some people do provide the contact lens. Some people provide the glasses. Some people don't even wear anything. So whichever it is, that's what you need to do. But if you say no, you cannot read, again, you're not able to apply for your applications. So continue going with your correct options. Do you have or have you ever had any of the following medical conditions? So all these medical conditions in here, from the diabetes all the way to the several learning disabilities. So have a look at this in here carefully. I'm just going to try to put that's it. That's all the list what they have in here to say, do you have any one of this? Okay. And the options what we want to do, say if you say yes, they will take you to the medical conditions to whether it's going to allow you or not going to allow you depending on your health conditions. But most people, it will be no, and we're going to continue going onward. So hoping everyone fit and health and wealthy, we just continue with the no options and let's see what we can see. Okay, driver and vehicles account. Create an account or sign in. So if you do have already an account, you can log in. And if you don't have one, you need to sign in. Okay, so in this page, what you can see, if you do have an account, there'll be a number of things we can get benefit from it. For example, you're going to get the renewed driving license within a photo, a view of your driving records where you can log in and check yourself anytime. Check your penalty points and disqualifications. You can do that in online anytime as well, but then that will be in your profile. Your details of your vehicle, including MOT expired, so you can get like a reminders. Check the tax rate of your vehicle. Okay. Set up your vehicle tax reminder for email and SMS if you pay tax every 6 or 12 months. Also, you can cancel this service at any time if you need to. So if you do profile yourself that you want to continue with it, you can continue, or you can say, I do not want to account. That's options is yours. So you cannot use this service to apply for your Great Britain Provisional license without an account. You will need to apply using your old account. Okay. So that's some options in here, and I want to create an account. So we're just going to go back and it says, yep, I want to continue with it, to say if you want to continue with this service. So if you do not have a driving vehicle account, then you will need to confirm your identity. So that's your identity process we're going to go through, and we're going to have a look at these sections in here. Okay. So it says we need to provide your email address. So I'm just going to provide one of my dummy account to have a look how much continue I can do with my ID to help you out as much as I can continue onward. But there will be one point where I cannot continue anymore because I already have a driving license. So let's have a look how much I can help you out on this one. So I'm just going to put one there. Later on, my email address might not be available. Okay. So there will be some personal information will be blocked on the screen, and just because it's a personal, but the process will be the same for you as well when you come through in here. So it says, I've just confirmed my email address. It says, what is your mobile phone number? And it says mobile phone number is an optional. So if you do have a UK mobile number, you can put it on. And if you don't have it on, you can just continue without it. Next, before you continue, we'll need to prove who you are. Yes. Okay. If you do have a UK passport that's expired in the last 12 months, if you don't have a UK passport, which is the most people will not gonna have, do you have identity documents to continue? Yes, let's say I do have a non-UK driving license. You might also need a national insurance number, GB driving license if applicable. Why I'm going to have a GB license at this stage? If I do have one, where I'm going to end up in here. So what you can see, they're bringing people from many different directions to get into these sections where there might be lost, stolen, damage, and that's what the reasons why the people come in here. But then again, if it says national insurance number, that will match up, or your driving license, what they want to match up. Do you have the identity documents to continue? Yes. If I say no, then I'm not going to be able to continue with it. Okay. Do you want to be part of the research? Would you like to take a part in a research? I will not going to do it by myself, so I'm just going to say no. But if you're interested, you can put yes, and then you continue. And then it says, fill up your form. So I'm going to fill up this form by myself with my details. Okay, so after my details, the next thing says, do you have any middle names on your identity documents? Which is I do. And what's my date of birth? In here, when I picked up my address, is this address is correct? Yes, the address is correct. And I continue. Then it's take me in here to say, by continue, you're confirming that's the best knowledge of your knowledge. There you go. If you just zoom in here, you can see, by continue, you're confirming that's to be the best knowledge of the details you provide the correct, and you are consulting by submitting these details to ID verifications agents to take your identity. So that's why it now comes as a legal requirement to say you need to provide your correct details in order to continue. So I'm just continuing sake of to do these demonstrations, not for getting a license. So if I was doing, I was now going to break in the law because I was going to submit trying to get the license on this name, which is I just put it on the screen. Because I'm not. So I'm just going to continue for a purpose of this tutorial. We're going to have a look at this in the next video, and thank you very much for this video so far. Thank you. Bye.